me? Fuck's sake. Hang on. There it is. Alright. Let's invite the team captains. There's one. And there's two. Alright, so while we're just waiting for the team captains to join, we'll just go over the leaderboard, I think, is what I've set up. NGC, that's Nomad's Gaming Club, that's Tempers, the team captain who's just joined now, actually won their last match, putting them in the second place overall on the leaderboard. Hello, I'm just going through some shit. Feel free to invite the rest of your
You're
teams.
the guy that wants to try out for us, aren't you?
At some point, yeah. Apparently, Nino might be a little bit late. I've sent him an invite. Fuck. Alright, hang on.
Ninen's eating. He says he might not be able to make it for like 10-15 minutes. Is that classed as a forfeit if he's too late?
I don't know. I mean, he kind of owns the league, so it's like... or he's head admin anyway.
No, if it's something with his team, he don't get a say in it. It's on Villa, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I just need to set that up in a second.
But yeah, do you know our suspended player is via Shadow?
Yep. Hang on. I know he can't hear me, but I need to invite some other people from NGC, seeing as Ninan isn't going to be here right now. Sorry, say that again. I was inviting people.
Oh, so basically, do you know via Shadow?
Mhm.
Harry's suspended and he needs to do a hand cam.
Yep.
Well, he can't hand cam because he don't have a phone, and he ain't got his laptop right now. But he has a PS camera, so he can stream to his YouTube. Would one of the admins watch that to see that he's playing controller?
Well, I can't speak for the admins. I'm not an admin.
Like, can you ask him to see if that's allowed? Because I ain't got my phone on me right now.
Sure.
Just ask Zappy. And ask him about that Ninan thing as well. Like, if it's classed as a forfeit for being too late.
Speak to the devil.
Come on, boys, we've got to get this win today. A good send off for Rion. An unfortunate send.
Oh, Nenan's gonna be a bit late.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. We can't wait late, bro.
Yeah.
Some of our players have to go off, so surely it's got to be classed as a forfeit or something. Because like, it's not fair. He's late. He's late for our game, and we can't play late.
So when do I have to start this live stream?
We might not even have to play yet. Depends what Zappy says about this Ninan being late.
Ninan was the stream sniper and M&K guy.
He's not M&K.
Yeah, he is.
Well, he might. I think he's M&K personally because he's got. I've been to his house. He's got an XM and he's got an M&K.
All the casters said he is.
10 minutes.
Oh, bro, we can't wait though because it's gonna be.
Can you not wait 10 minutes?
Finish our game. Yeah, but one of us has to go off at 9.
I've got a Zim. I just don't play it on tournaments.
Who's gone off at 9? Me?
Wait, what? One? Yeah, Rion.
Real, what the fuck are you going off at 9?
He has
Yeah,
to go
'cause
off
my
every
mum was
day at
on work.
9. He goes off every day at 9, Josh. You know that.
I don't go off every day, I just gotta go out
I
my mum
play
was on
with
work.
him till like 2 a.m.
Yeah, but he has to go off
It's
at
just,
9 a.m. to help his mum. Wait, Josh, come into party chat a minute. I need you. Where these, where these lot can't hear. Just Josh.
I just jumped. I can't be arsed playing for such a shite man.
I know, I did not want to play Villa at all.
The clubhouse or something.
I wanted to play Coastline, but Dylan was saying it's not fair because our tactics have been given away now.
They weren't really. He didn't really say anything about tactics. All he said was
Wait, who are we going
don't
against?
tally. That was
In
it.
it.
The people that were 6-6 that
Oh.
we drew against
But
when it
what's
was a
Dylan got to do
5v4.
with this?
A second caster is joining me, so I'm going to start a party, and also means that I can get away from these guys and actually try and act professionally. Alright. Alright. Move that to Villa. Yep. And nice, there you are.
Right.
We're just waiting on NGC.
Right.
I'm gonna see about inviting some more of their players because obviously Ninan isn't here yet. But we've been told to wait, so rosters. I'm not sure. You'll have to ask in. I think no, it's not over Discord because apparently he hasn't got a phone, so he's having to do it with his PlayStation webcam. So he's gonna stream it to YouTube or Twitch or something. Yeah. Right, let's try this one. I'm literally just inviting random people on their roster, hoping that one of them joins and then invites the rest.
I can't.
I'm looking at it now, but I'm just I hope it's up to date. Well, no, I doubt very much. Like, is that an NSG? Yes, it is. There we go. Perfect.
Bro, why would someone in the in NGC's team are recording it because they think they're gonna get accused? Bro, I casted that game first, bro, and it was the most boring shit ever.
Well, as a caster, it's your job to make it interesting.
Yeah, bro. But we were just reading chat, bro. I wasn't even watching the game anymore. It was just so ass.
That's
What
interesting.
am I ban after all game now?
Was NGC the one? Was NGC the team that was needed an extra player?
No, it was the other one. No, NSD.
Because J Sniper isn't on their roster.
Whoa, I think Ninon must have not added them. But that kid's played for ages. Yeah, I'll speak to Ninon about it. Right, like to all 6 killers on their roster. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Huh? Man's not fucking.
Yeah, looks like we're just waiting on in now.
Yeah,
Okay.
bro. Wait, you're part of uh, wait, let me guess. You're part of Black Panthers.
No, not a team.
Oh, you're a
There he
team.
is. Alright, I'm gonna go into game chat and see if they're ready. Okay.
Finn, you have to record your thing on.
Oh, sorry about that. I'm gonna be sick.
Is everyone ready to go?
Holy fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah, good luck
okay.
everyone.
Yeah, good luck.
Sure. Alright.
Yeah, GG. Wait, don't start.
Oh shit.
Well, too late now. I said twice, is everyone ready to start? And they all said yeah, and then the second I press start, they say, oh no, wait. No one's left. Not yet.
Good. Fuck
Alright.
them. My
So,
bad.
as we get underway for the last match of the week 1 Playday 2, this is Nomads Gaming Club versus Never Stand Down on Villa. NGC are going to be taking the first attacking round, banning a Thatcher, the defenders are. That's going to be particularly useful for that Aviator hold, if they that's if the attacking team keep that Hibana in play. Yep. So that Bandit or Cade is going to hold that Aviator Games wall down really quite effectively if there's no Thatcher to go in and take him out. I'm expecting a mirror band coming out here. No, that's a Bandit. So that's just playing against that Thatcher ban. I believe on the predictions, it's since been deleted, so I can't actually remember. But I think was it NGC 33 to 11, or was it the other way around?
12.
Yeah, it was something like
Yeah,
that. But in the original match, as this is a rehost, it did actually end up in a draw 6-6 on Coastline. Yep, defender's going to be taking Aviator Games Room as their first site. The attack is going to know that that's coming, bringing a Buck, Hibana, IQ to clear out that bottom floor to get whatever it is that's blocking that wall. From the looks of it, it might be a mute jammer, unless that gets picked off. The Vigil going to be going on a very likely a deep roam, either on the full below or over by bedroom. But other than that, it looks like a pretty standard hold from the defenders, and that Jackal is going to come out to really try and put pressure on that Vigil and hopefully pick him off right at the start of the round. You've got a delay, don't you, dude?
Only like 5 seconds, but I'm not going to talk in between rounds.
No. So the defenders here look like they're going for a standard setup you might see in just about any ranked game. Opening the standard rotation between the sites, reinforcing all the walls, putting that mute jammer down as we thought they would. But that IQ or that Buck is going to just come underneath and take that out very easily, paving the way for the Hibana to open the wall, to get the sightlines into Vault, into Bar, and basically anywhere, and the attackers could control basically half the site from that outside balcony area. The castle's going to make it a bit harder, but with the Zofia in play and the breaching charges on IQ, it's not going to be quite as much of a headache as it could be. Sounds like Valkyrie might have just thrown a cam outside actually, but the IQ, if she gets on a gadget, will spot that, but she's just taken out the default cam for now. Don't think she knows that it's outside. Zofia and Hibana both on the exterior exterior balcony. Hibana going to try and get the wall, not realizing that it's mute jammed right now. But no doubt, as soon as she tries, there it is, and the call-out's going to come to the IQ or the Buck, that there is a mute jammer stopping that Hibana charge from going off. Buck is going to be over in bedroom, holding a, not quite a pixel peek, but an angle down towards 90 corridor. He's going to switch onto his drone. It doesn't look like there is actually anyone in 90 at the moment. There was someone there, but it looks like they might have rotated off. Vigil going to be hanging around downstairs and picking off the Jackal inside of library. There is a second, but the IQ gets him inside of the downstairs vault. IQ sees something through the floor, but doesn't take the shot just yet. Zofia's still outside on that balcony, and Hibana is going back up to join her. That is the Jaeger going down to the Buck. Not entirely sure where, but it looks like that was in 90. Castle looks like he might be trying to contest the Buck here. Or at least stay somewhere where the Buck isn't going to see him, and he might be able to get a surprise peek of sorts. Hibana going to have opened that wall from Aviator into Study. Might be able to pick off somebody in Vault if they peek out towards her. Tries spraying through the wall, but doesn't pick off the Valkyrie, who's just picked off the Buck. Now Hibana does have some good sight control here. She's covering that rotation hole, she's covering that vault door, and Zofia is there with her. It would be beneficial for the attacking team, most likely, to send that Zofia somewhere else to pressure from another side of the site, as the IQ is alone in 90 corridor right now. She's going to open the castle barricade. Not to too much effect, as the wall next to it was open already, and the castle is just going to sit there and wait, holding an angle. Mute here with a pixel peek, but the Zofia sees him and puts him down. The plant is going down from the IQ. It's not going to get spotted from the Valk cow because it's just out of the way. But as the C4 goes out, it cannot deny the plant, and the attackers basically have the round here in a 3v2 situation. 3v1, just castle left. And he goes down after a little bit of potatoing from both sides there.
Yeah, you could see where that was going because they lost 90 control very early.
Yeah. See, I thought that when Buck had pushed into bedroom, I thought that the Jaeger had already fallen off 90, but it looks like he was still there trying to contest it. And had he gotten rid of that Buck, I think the attack would have gone very differently, because they wouldn't have been be able to open that games wall. They wouldn't have what did he take out? He took out someone else, who I can't remember. Same, almost exact same setup coming from the attack here, with the exclusion of a Nomad. Aviator Games Room again with the mirror coming out. That's going to be very powerful for watching that balcony. Mute and Valkyrie going to be swapped out for Smoke and Rook this time. That Rook's going to be good playing off the mirrors with his ACOG, going to be able to challenge basically as many long angles as he can find, and that Smoke is purely there for plant denial, I think.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Looks like a somewhat interesting mirror setup going down here. Personally, I would have left one wall open and placed the mirror right on the edge of it so that you could effectively control that study area, but it looks like that's what they might be doing over here behind the bar instead. 10 seconds left before Castle not put any of his barricades down yet. Oh, speak of the devil, and he shall appear. Castle puts one barricade down, same place on that games room window. He's probably going to put the other two in the same places that he put them last time, but they're having a bit of trouble with the rotation hole. Hibana is going to be coming up, and as there is no wall denial on the defending side this time, Hibana is just going to be able to pop that mirror straight away. All of the defenders are in the site right now. They have no roamers whatsoever, giving the attackers, once they realize it, basically full map control. IQ going to be coming up behind the site, going to be droning 90. Jaeger going to take a little bit of damage from what looks like the buck, maybe. Buck is just wreaking havoc, opening that floor beneath all of the defenders. And yep, just as we called, the mirror window looking into study has already been opened, less than a minute into the round. Mirror in an interesting spot here. She's not really contributing much to the team except to maybe try and pick off that buck. The IQ's going to be breaching, or the castle's going to do it for her. There's two playing on those red stairs. Castle's going to try and push out, but he's very narrowly going to miss the buck, who's put down to just 5 HP. Hibana going to pick one off as well. That's onto the Jaeger, and Zofia brings down the Rook, leaving just Smoke and Mirror alive. Smoke goes down. It's just Mirror left inside Vault, and they know exactly where she is now. Buck goes down. The plant is going down from the Zofia, but Hibana just picks up the kill and finishes the round off for the attackers in an almost flawless round. I think, to be honest, I think that was not poor setup, but poor map control from the defenders there. They had absolutely no roamers and just gave the attackers essentially everything they could possibly want. There was no contest on that buck below. There was no contest on the IQ coming around the back and through 90. The attackers just did whatever they liked, pretty much. Similar setup coming, actually exact same setup as last round coming from the attack, but that buck is going to be picked off towards a jackal. This time the defenders are going to go for trophy statuary room. That alibi might catch a few of the attackers out, but it's unlikely at this level of play.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Hva? Jeg känns det som är bad.
Yeah, that's cool.
Bomb located by attackers.
So
Yeah.
I guess the same thing happened.
Pretty much, yeah. This time they had no roamers whatsoever, and basically the attackers fucked them.
Yeah, so just as bad probably.
Yeah. They're going to be bringing a Vigil again this time, probably learning from their mistake of the past round and having no roamers, and so this time they're bringing the Vigil and the Alibi, probably both for a deep roam somewhere. Going to be bringing a Mute as well for at least some level of wall denial. That Jaeger has been a consistent pick for the defending side, and against this side, I'm not entirely sure that it's a vital pick. Obviously, they've got plenty of flashes to burn those ADS, they've got smoke grenades, they've got Zofia charges. It is a utility dump, but I don't know how much it would affect the round were Jaeger not there, so to speak. Mute going to be seemingly trying to hide in astronomy as the attackers break in through bathroom and bedroom. But they're being very, very cautious, droning in. Jackal's going to be droned in. He's inside a walk-in closet, and it's just going to be a stalemate for the next few seconds, excuse me. Alibi's going to rotate back up to the top floor. She might have been droned out downstairs, but Vigil is going to still hang down there in kitchen, waiting for those attackers to turn their backs at the wrong moment that he can capitalize on it. Jackal's going to be holding an angle from walk-in closet towards astronomy right now, and the Alibi goes down to that Jackal who's walked into bathroom. The attackers have full control of bedroom now and bathroom, and it looks like they're in the process of taking it in astronomy as well, but the Jackal goes down to the Vigil who's rotated up those stairs. The attackers are falling off a little bit, trying to play a little more cautiously, and the smoke goes down to that Nomad. The Nomad oil is on about 20 HP though, so ooh, that C4 very nearly got at least some damage onto that Hibana, but it did not connect properly. The IQ on the astronomy window repel picks off what appeared to be the Jaeger, leaving just the Vigil and the Mute alive. Zophia's going to push in, and it's a battle between the Zofia and the Mute. So Mute's going to drop. That's an interesting play, but let's see if it works out. Vigil going to bring down yet another attacker, evening the scoreline up into a 2v2. Both Vigil and Nomad low HP. That's the second to last attacker going down. The diffuser is down there in the bathroom door. Nomad's going to be coming downstairs looking for that Mute, hunting for him, but that she's pinned between the Mute and the Vigil. She picks one, and it is not the right choice.
I didn't think NGC were going to lose that round, to be honest.
No, neither did I. It was a very good setup. I think that Vigil on the roam, I think they basically went, okay, the last 2 rounds they haven't had a roamer, so let's just forget about a roam clear and just push the site, and this time it came back to bite them on the ass. That Vigil just came up when they were least expecting it.
The Nomad didn't really use an air jab for Astro's
No.
first.
Yeah, with those air jabs, you really want to put them in high traffic areas or areas that roamers will be coming back through. Even if you know that there's not a roamer, you put them there anyway. Similar lineup from the attack going to be coming here. This time they're not 6th picking onto the Jackal, they are letting them know that they are bringing it. And it's almost exactly the same setup as last time for the defense, with the exception of a Frost coming into play. Let's see if that catches any of the attackers out. It's going to go back to Aviator Games for this one. No mirror in play for the defenders here. And it looks to be pretty much the same setup that they brought last time, except with a Frost instead of that castle that they brought.
They could possibly hold 90, but better possibly a rotation into 90.
From Vault or from
Games?
From
Vault.
That could work, but then in the event that whoever it is in 90 gets taken out, either from below or from a pinch, and that leaves Vault completely open for the attackers, and it is going to be reinforced and mute jammered. Once again though, that IQ is going to be in play, and the Buck as well, so those mute jammers are not going to last long. Vigil here looks like he might be going for a cheeky little spawn peek angle. He might see this Buck. He's going to jump out and bring the Buck down, but he's going to get traded off by the IQ, who was on her drone attempting to drone the Buck in. Jackal going to get a kill on those stairs as he moves up to the top floor, taking that floor site control. There's no defenders whatsoever in 90. All 3 now are left inside the bomb site, 2 in Vault. Jackal potentially going to be trying to bait with that smoke grenade there, and the Valkyrie falls for it. Jackal playing very, very aggressively, trying to push into the B bomb site from there. Might get caught out by one of those frost mats. There is one just on the side of that door. IQ going to be opening up slightly better angle from that balcony where she's sitting. Down go the air jabs on those common rotation angles, which is much better play than it was last time, even if this time they won't come to much use. The attackers going to be definitely collapsing more towards the site now. They know that B is clear, they know that there's likely no roamers. The Frost is going to go down, and IQ is going to stick the plant behind that vault door. Mute does bring down Jackal with about 10 HP left, and Valkyrie tries to Valkyrie rotates around through 90. What a shot from the Mute there, through the Hibana hole, leaving just the IQ alive on the attacking side, but the diffuser is down. She does have the advantage in terms of time, but she's going to get double teamed by the defenders, And as she's shooting at the mute, the Valkyrie comes to her side and is now defusing the bomb.
It was a good recovery from NSD,
Yeah,
considering they
very good.
lost those 3 bombs
Yeah.
within 8 seconds.
Again, I think that Nomad, it was in a better place than they were last time, but it wasn't in the right place. It should have been on that 90 corner, and that Valkyrie would have been caught out straight away before she even got close to Sully for that kill.
Yeah.
It's looking like a fairly even match so far, although I will admit most of the defending rounds seem to be purely won just on the attackers' either lack of awareness or lack of good roam clear and flank holding, to be honest. They know how to attack the site, but it looks like they just don't know how to watch their backs. Or
They're
at the
just
very
using
least,
the
they're not
gunfights.
doing it now. Yeah, that as well. Well, I mean, I don't think it's even necessarily that, because in an even gunfight, it's more than 50-50 that the attackers will take it. It's just that when one comes up behind them, or when they're focused on one and another one comes from their side, they're not winning those gunfights.
Need to locate and defuse
Yes.
as many bombs as they can.
The defender's now going to be going for a library living room hold, slightly unorthodox pick.
Didn't expect that, to be
No.
honest.
They're going to be bringing a Frost again after they sick picked off a Vigil that time. And then Ella as well. My guess is that that Ella is going to be a roamer. The Jaeger, I would say, would be a roamer, but he hasn't been going anywhere for the last few rounds.
10 seconds left before insertion.
Frost going to be playing with those deployable shields, trying to bait those attackers into just jumping over them completely blindly and getting their femur snapped in that big clank of a Frost mat. Looks like a fairly standard setup on this site, as much as standard on this site can be, as it is very rarely played. Jackal going to be breaking into that walk-in bathroom there. But there is a Frost mat on the window. Will he spot that? The way that this Jackal's been playing very aggressively in this last couple rounds, I would not be surprised if he gets caught out at some point, especially as they don't know that the Frost is in play. The attackers looks like going to be going for a full roam clear this time. 3 of them were just stacked up on the same window, which is a interesting move. 4 of the attackers are going to be on site, but there is a fifth, sorry, somewhere that I can't actually tell. One of them going to be roaming over in pottery right now. Only 3 on site. Ah, there's the Ella, all the way down on the other side of the map in the basement. Going to be coming up those red stairs, but there's no attackers to potentially pinch her off there. Attacker's going to be opening the floor above library here, attempting to pick off a defender from up there, but it's not going to work out for them. Ella's going to have come upstairs, and she's going to bring down the Jackal. What a play. She is low HP though, and the Zofia is pushing her and brings her down. That Jaeger's still sitting over in the pottery room. You might be able to catch one of them out if this Nomad comes down those stairs, which she is going to do. She's holding that angle though. She knows that someone is down there, but both of them move off at the same time. Valkyrie going to be picked off through the floor by the Zofia up in games room, leaving just Smoke, Frost, and Jaeger still alive. Smoke has lost a bit of HP at some point. I'm not entirely sure where from. Most likely from someone shooting through the floor. Zofia's going to be a little under 50 HP. Zofia looks like she's dropped into that walk-in bathroom. Going to be playing very aggressively, bringing the Frost down and giving B-bomb site control completely to the attacking side. Jaeger's going to be coming in through the back though, and is going to bring that Nomad down, leaving just the Zofia alive. Smoke knows exactly where she is, and down she goes. I don't even know how. I don't even know how the attackers lost that, to be honest. Like they roam cleared effectively. Well, they probably wasted a bit too much time roam clearing, but like, what was that push? They just all dropped down the exact same hatch and tried to rush, and it did not work.
The Ella and the Jaeger coming in handy.
Yeah, again,
Flash.
again, it's that they push the site and one comes up behind them. The same thing keeps happening every round. They've got to get on that, get some claymores, put those air jabs down in a useful place for once.
Should not happening.
No, it's just not. Vigil 6th pick going to be coming out from the defense here. Again, he's going to be going for that deep roam, which seems to be working so well for them. Dokubi is going to be coming out for the attacking side this time, probably to try and isolate, listen for, and pinch those roamers before they get the chance to attack, as they have been so far. Going to be a trophy statuary defense this time round, with a mute, vigil, doc, rook, and a maestro. That's a very anchor heavy lineup. That maestro especially is going to be a big player. Not entirely sure where Rook was going just there. It looked like he might have been going for a spawn peek or even just a little south side roam. But it would appear not. Excuse me a second. There we go. Sorry. The attackers, looks like 2 of them, 3 of them are going to be pushing the master bedroom side, just like we saw with the last trophy statuary defense. But this time they are ready for them. That Rook is watching those bedroom windows with deep intent. Jackal going to have opened the window into that walk-in closet. And if Rook stays where he is, he's going to get pinched by either that Zofia or the Nomad on the window. The first of the Dokubi calls comes out, but no one is around to capitalize on it. Seems that as though it was more of just an annoyance for the defenders than any actual useful play. Jackal going to have pushed into bathroom now, and it doesn't seem that the defenders are at all aware of it. Rook's still going to be playing at that bedroom door, just contesting those angles. The Jackal goes down to the Maestro sitting behind the desk, who only takes just a fraction of his HP away. Dokubi going to bring down the Maestro though, just as the Hibana goes down outside. Wow, I'm not entirely sure how the Rook got that angle there, but Hibana goes down outside bedroom from the Rook. Zofia and who's that? Is that Nomad? Are both going to be in the bedroom and walk-in closet area with that Rook still playing quite aggressively. He's going to be rotating around towards the bathroom right now. And he does get a shot onto that Nomad, but it's not going to come of anything. Rook still playing really aggressively here, getting a stim from the dock. He hears that Claymore go down. But he brings the Zofia down anyway. Well played from the Rook there. Vigil going to be coming up Astronomy stairs. Ah, but the kill is just stolen from him by the mute. Nomad's going to be inside bedroom, contesting by the Vigil here. And the Vigil takes it with a sneaky little prone peek there. Going to have caught that Nomad off guard. I'm saying it again. They keep falling prey to these roamers.
They do.
They
can't clear properly.
Yeah. Every time they try and clear, they either clear the wrong place or it just doesn't work. And then they say, okay, let's not roam clear, and then the roamers come back to bite them. And it's just not working. But so we're going to switch sides here. NSD going to be taking the attacking side now. It's a fairly similar lineup actually from the attacking side now as was before. Actually almost identical, except for that Zofia being swapped for a sledge. A Capgan going to be coming out on the defending side. The IQ will be able to spot those, but if the IQ gets picked off early, or if, to be frank, if they're just somewhat blind, that Capcan is going to do a lot of damage to the attacking team.
Need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
And it's going to be a stat. Yep. First pick, obviously a Aviator Games defense. An echo in play. That's something we didn't see from NGC. I'm actually going to get the stream up so that I can see what people are commenting.
They want first person view
Alright. Yeah,
on the suspective MNK player, Shadows.
10 seconds to
which one
insertion.
is? Oh, okay.
The Jackal.
Cool. I'll do it in a bit.
Remaining. Attackers are heading
I'm
out to
still
defuse
getting
bomb.
used to the
Controls.
spectator controls, so just bear with me, guys.
It's triangle to go first person.
Yeah, I know. It's just, it's switching between the operators that I find difficult, because you have to switch through them like one at a time.
It's hard to see the white lines.
Yeah. All the defenders but one are going to be in the site, and that Valkyrie picks off the Hibana, taking out the only hard breacher for the attack.
Yeah.
Jackal going to be sitting down in a perfect position to take out that that Valkyrie, but it doesn't work out for him. He's going to try and scan her footprints though, as they are just in front of him right there. Jackal going to be droned in, probably up the stairs. No, he's... I'm not entirely sure what this Jackal's doing, to be honest with you. Nor what the defenders are doing, basically all bunched up in and around Vault. All 5 of the defenders now going to be on site, but those attackers are still desperately trying to do a roam clear, or at least they're very scared of any potential roamers. They think the Valkyrie is still out there somewhere. Jackal's gonna be coming up the main stairs now. Sounds like the Maestro may have heard the Jackal out there at 90. As he fired just one shot through that door, but it doesn't look like... it doesn't look like anybody knows what's going on really right now. The defenders are just waiting, and the attackers are patiently setting up for their site clear. As I said, there are no roamers at all. IQ going to be caught out by a Capcan trap, just as I called. She's going to be very careful watching for them now, though. Frag goes in from Sledge, but it doesn't connect with anyone, and the Doc downs the Jackal, but can't secure the kill. But the C4 from the Valkyrie can, and the Jackal goes down. That's going to be the Echo down from the IQ, but then the IQ gets traded off by Capcan. Buck and Sledge, the only attackers left, and that makes it just Sledge out in that 90 corridor. And he's down from a C4 from what appeared to be the Capcan behind bar. I don't know really what the attackers were doing that round.
That was easily winnable.
Yeah, I think they were just. I think they were just too scared of the roamers, but they could have easily just droned each other in and realized, hey, there are no roamers. Let's just go collapse on site, and they could have done it a full 30 seconds to a minute earlier. Yeah, losing that Hibana as the first pick was big. I mean, they couldn't open any of the walls, they couldn't open lines of sight, and they were forced to go exactly where the defenders wanted them to go. Somewhat unorthodox pick here, bringing out a Wamai on a trophy statuary defense. That pulse going to be playing from below, and the way that the attackers have been playing it, they are going to be very, very scared of that pulse. That IQ will be able to see him with her scanner, but if he gets a pick onto that thermite as he's trying to open the bedroom wall, or the Zofia, or even the Nomad, who hopefully is more effective for NSD as she more than she was for NGC. All of those could be potentially huge picks.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Looks like the Wamai is going to be sitting down in an astronomy room behind behind 2 deployable shields. Wow, that's a strat I haven't seen before.
Bomb located by attackers.
That
10
dot going to
seconds
be
left before
brought out
insertion.
again by the defense. He did very well
5
for them
seconds
last
left
time.
before insertion. Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
Ella are going to be going down for a roam in what looks like, yep, that's art gallery just inside library. Sledge going to be coming in potentially to contest her if he knows where she is, but it doesn't look like he does. He's playing it very cautiously, going to drone himself in the absence of a teammate to do it for him. Looks like the attackers are going for a bottom floor roam clear because they know that Pulse is down here and they know that they need to get rid of him. Pulse goes down to the Nomad, who just walks in front of him and isn't even shot at. Not entirely sure what was going on there, but it looks like the Nomad is now being droned in towards where that Ella is sitting. IQ going to be droning herself in through walk-in and into bedroom, but bedroom itself is clear right now. The Wama goes down inside astrology. I'm not entirely sure where from. It looks like that could have been the Sledge, actually. And the Wama is finished off. The dock as well from the Nomad. But the Sledge is shot from behind by that Ella, who just rotated back up. She was never cleared out below, but now the Zofia brings her down, giving the attackers the round. I think this time they did a roam clear effectively, but when they picked off that Pulse, I think they thought that was the only roamer.
Yeah.
And then when that Ella came up, it did catch them off guard, but I think there were just too many of them left alive for the Ella to really do any damage to the round itself.
I think they will be aware this time though.
Similar defense coming out again. It's again trophy statuary, but this time it's a Vigil instead of a Wama, and they're bringing that Capcan who did good work on the Aviator Games defense again. Thermite going to be brought instead of the Nomad, so they're going to have to rely on individual operators and players holding each other's flanks instead of jabs or claymores.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
There's an Ash pick coming out as well. That's good not only for the utility, but if the R9 Juicy there is a particularly good fragger. He does have 7 kills, which isn't the highest on his team, but it's certainly up there. He could do good work if he just plays super aggressively like any good Ash main does.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
Looks pretty much like the same setup they did last time, reinforcing the whole of bedroom wall, opening the same rotation from astronomy, and even having the same deployable shield behind the astronomy desk.
5 seconds left.
I'm betting that Vigil is going to go for a deep roam, and it looks like the Ella already has gone on the deep roam somewhere. There she is, over in a pottery room. She's just waiting for those attackers. She knows that they spawn there almost every round. But nothing's going to come of it just yet. Ash is going to be droning herself into bedroom. Zofia going to be looks like trying to clear the floor below with Thermite there to support her. Nope, Thermite's going to go up towards bathroom, probably to support the Ash and attempt to get that wall open. All of the defenders are either in or around site now. The Ella and the Vigil have either not gone in their room to begin with or completely abandoned it. Thermite's going to be in bedroom, and with that barricade, the defenders have no idea. He's going to be opening that wall directly on the dock, and if that dock doesn't move, the dock, he moves just at the last minute and only takes about 20 points of damage. The IQ does bring down the Capcan, but the Vigil is right behind her. The Vigil brings the IQ down, but not before that dot gets picked off. Ash comes in, frags what appeared to be the, I want to say the Valkyrie, but she's traded off by the Ella who's sitting on those astronomy stairs. The plant is going down here from the sledge. And the attackers know exactly where that Ella is. He's going to be coming through bathroom, and he picks off the Ella on those stairs. That was, I think, good play from the attack. They didn't invest too heavily into a roam clear, and to be honest, if the defenders had stuck to that roam, they would have, I think, taken that, because we saw it with what that vigil did, just following that that IQ coming up those stairs, and IQ could do nothing about it.
Yeah.
I think they need to play into that more.
Yeah, also drop the Capcan, maybe for like a bandit and mute.
Bandit's banned, but I agree, mute could be a good pick, especially not just for wall denial, but for intel denial as well. Now, it looks like he might actually be sick picking here. That little square of his isn't ticked,
Also,
but no, he's just.
The aviator wall can be taken.
Hmm?
The aviator wall can just be taken straight away without not being contested. Maybe off a maestro can.
Locate and defuse bombs.
And it's going to be an Aviator Games defense again, with the attacking team NSD on match point this time.
Bomb located by attackers. Activating camera.
That Capcan looks like he might have placed some traps downstairs, which definitely might catch more than a few attackers out. So they'll be expecting most of them to be in the more common spots like he's putting them now. That Echo going to be brought out again. Last time we saw the Echo, he got picked off fairly early on into the site push, making him less and less valuable. Because Echo is one of those operators, like Maestro and like Capcan. Oh, well, maybe not so much Capcan, but like Maestro, who, as the round goes on, they just get more and more valuable. But that Doc just goes down straight away. I'm not even sure where from. It was from the IQ, but I don't know where she was. The Jackal's down to 50 HP from somewhere. Looks like he might have hit a Capcan trap. Jackal going to be pushing 90, and Thermite's going to be getting that aviator wall. But not before the Valkyrie can take him out with the C4, saving the wall and taking out the Thermite. And that's Jackal downed by a Capcan trap. Capcan's not going to know that that's done, so it's not going to be a called out. And so the defenders won't be able to capitalize on it. Jackal will be picked back up. Capcan going to try it with the C4, but it doesn't connect with anyone. Zofia out in 90, and Capcan knows it, but she's going to just sit back, play the long angles, shoot without cam. Zofia seems fairly chill. Jackal just going to be spraying through the smoke, and he's not going to get one. Capcan is going to pick off that. Not sure what's happening here, but Capcan is going to pick off that Zofia, and Valkyrie is going to pick off the Jackal, and then be traded off by the IQ. It's just IQ and Sledge left for the attack. But there are, again, only 3 defenders left, and that's just 1 left for the attack now as Capcan brings down the IQ and the diffuser inside 90 corridor. Sledge weighing up whether to go for the diffuser right now or just hold those angles, but he's going to have to go for the diffuser. He's still got a minute left, or almost. He's just going to play it very conservatively. He might try and drone it out, or at least get some information from his team. But that Echo and Maestro are both still in play. The defenders have so much information. The Echo is probably going to spot the Sledge coming in here. Yep. And the Maestro sprays him down almost immediately.
A lot more organised that round. More solid.
Yeah. I think that Capcan as much as you say a mute would be more useful, the Capcan just keeps catching people out. Like, you can, yeah, you can see the Capcan. You can say, okay, watch out for Capcans, but people will still run into them. People will still take that damage, and there's that Capcan pick coming out again because they know how useful it is. This time it's going to be a living room and library defense. And it's pretty much the same operator lineup that they've had almost every single round.
I wonder why they aren't going to kitchen.
I'm not sure. I personally prefer kitchen to living room library. I was going to comment on the Glaz being brought out there, but he just got sick pick onto a Nomad, which should be a little bit more useful. Assuming, again, those air jabs go down in the right places.
Bomb located by attackers.
I'd just like to say I really like what this Capcan is doing because, I mean, even if you put them in obvious places like entry doors and doors into the site, it's still going to catch people out. It caught that it caught Jackal out last time. It caught him out twice actually last round.
So frustrating when you run into one, but possibly will be aware now, but highly doubt it.
It's frustrating when you run into one, but it's no one's fault but your own. Especially when the sick pick is there and you know that the Capcan is in play. They've got the IQ. Yeah, they've got the IQ. They can see it. It's not like Capcans are incredibly small and hidden either. All the defenders are going to be on site here, not opting for a roam this time round, which is fairly understandable given their operator selection, but not very good in terms of actually trying to win the round. The attackers seem to be trying to go for a roam clear. Ash trying to clear out the kitchen here. And it looks like there's one actually all the way down in basement. That's the sledge. Thermite going to be clearing out piano as Nomad tries to hold an angle down all the way down that long corridor. I'm seeing a worrying lack of droning teammates in from the attackers here. They all seem to be droning themselves in, and it will catch them out at some point if the defenders last long enough for it to actually take that long. Thermite's going to open up that wall at the side of library there, opening up the default plant spot for the attackers if they have the smokes to do it. That Doc going to be watching that hole in the wall with 10. But he's going to try and take on that Nomad, but neither people's shots are going to connect. IQ swings past. Thermite is holding the angle onto where that Doc is, but the Doc brings him down and tags the Nomad. Ash is going to get brought down by the Jaeger. And a flash goes out and blinds the Doc. But no shots or C4s connect. IQ going to bring down the Doc there. But she just missed the Capcan there. The C4 very nearly connecting, and she's getting railed by that Maestro cam, but she's just trying to ignore it, apparently. Sledge going to take out that Maestro cam that's been doing so much damage to the attacking team as the Nomad goes down inside Dirt Room, leaving only 2 attackers left, and all the defenders know exactly where they both are. IQ going to bring down 2 of the defenders who were just stacked up behind each other, and quite frankly it looked like the Jaeger shot the Maestro in the back there, so it might not have helped their cause. And the IQ is going to bring down both of the both of the defenders, giving Juicy an ace. Well played. And that concludes the match. NSD take it 7-4 with a match-ending ace from Juicy, going 14-8.
Personally, I think that was poor from NGC.
I mean, to be honest, I think NGC I think should have taken that, or at the very least should have taken like more of the earlier rounds than they did. Like their attacking rounds were just plagued by not watching flanks, not roam clearing properly, and it
Poor
always
utility
came back to
positions.
bite them. Yeah, exactly. But I think NSD had poor rounds as well for attack, with the exact same problems of not roam clearing
Yeah.
properly and not watching each other's flanks. But I think NGC were just better at, I don't know, like capitalizing on that. And yeah, it's just, yeah, well played for both teams, but I think both of them could have done a lot better.
That was a good game.
Yeah, very good game. Right, I'll end the stream here. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Right.